Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, happy Sunday. Beautiful weather, beautiful day outside the London Stadium today. We're here for the 2 o'clock kickoff, West Ham versus Arsenal. And I'm DJ Rusty B. Hope you're safe and well. As we do per usual, match day. We do a little match day morning, wake everyone up a little bit. Early start today, obviously. I got out of bed, which was again surprising. But it's a lovely day, look. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Good morning, Artel. Hope you are well. And I didn't go with a jacket today. And I think I've called it right. I think I've called it right. Obviously, we play Arsenal 2 o'clock kickoff. Irish Tommy and Anton will be your hosts this afternoon. So go if you're not going to the game, even if you're watching telly, go and show them some love and jump over there to see them and see the boys. I don't know how I feel about today. I'm interested to know how you guys feel about today. I feel a bit like, you know, when you've done something wrong and you're going to get told off, but you don't know how badly you're going to get told off. That's how I feel about today. So I don't feel confident, but my hair's really bad today. I don't feel confident, but it's going to be a haircut. And I think we're going to lose. I don't know about how many goals. So I feel like it's sort of like, will I be told off really bad or will I be lightly told off? I don't know. Gary, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Martin. Irish Tommy's in the house. Have you got any bangers lined up today? No, but I do have a sausage sandwich waiting for me in my bag. Hey, you see. Not like those Irish sausages that my friend brings me over. They're quite nice. But yes. The crowd will be up for it. You know, it's London Derby. Crowd are always up for London Derbies. But it's not. So, you know, the crowd will be there at the beginning. And if the team seem like they're trying, the team seem like they're having a go, then they'll keep going with them, won't it? But anyway, Damon Vlogs, I really hope you beat Arsenal. So City in the title, says Damon. I imagine Damon is a Man City fan. I don't think we'll beat City. I don't think we'll beat Arsenal today. I think if we come out of this with a point, I think we've done well today. I hate the expression free hit. I'm going to sit down for a sec. Oh, actually, it's quite warm. I hate the expression free hit, but it is a little bit like that today. Actually, if I go this way, you can see the stadium. There we go. It is a bit like a free hit today, I think. Arsenal at the moment. I was listening to them on the Talk Sport, and they were saying that they've won this season all of their London derbies home and away. And they've got us and one more left. So they could go and win all their London derbies. I think they've actually only lost... I don't think they've lost one London derby in 10 or something ridiculous like that. So the omens don't sound good, let's be honest. But me and my crumbs of positivity, it's these games that sometimes, not saying all the time, but there's a case. I mean, we haven't turned up all season. We haven't turned up to any game all season. Maybe, and I'm just trying to be positive Pete, or positive Pat, as Ryan would say. But maybe, you never know. You never know with West Ham. Gary's son dreading this game, and if we get battered, the ball will still support Moyes. Look, I don't think, in all honesty, Moyes ain't going nowhere until the end of the season, until the summer at the earliest. Unless you know, because it's too late. You know, it'll be too late. I think we're 10-1 to go down. I think now we're starting to see a little bit of a breakaway now. I think the bottom 5 will be the bottom 5. I think we're just outside that. But that's my opinion. Freeman, as you say, free hit, and it is points worth. If we lose badly and play poorly, crowd will still get on the backs. We'll get on the backs anyway, mate. You know, the team haven't performed well at all this season, mate. So, you know, it's for me. I mean, it's basically Europe or bust, isn't it? As it has been for the last couple of years, for us. I think Europe would give us would paper the cracks, but the cracks are too wide to be papered over, I think, now. I mean, you could take some luck in the fact that, you know, William Saliba is out. You know, good defender for them. I think Nketiah is back in, so he'll bound to score because we've been linked with him previously. Pete, good morning to you. Cliff says, as strange as it sounds, Man City have now levelled with Arsenal and pressure on them might tell them, and we win. Or am I dreaming? No, I mean, you know, we were talking to the Arsenal matchday DJ Pete. Pete on pole, he comes on here quite a bit. Top boy, I love Pete, and he'll be here today, I think, in the away end. And you know, their fan base are worried they might choke. They're worried they might choke, and they could do. I mean, they've never been in this position before. I think they're unlikely to. I think Arteta wouldn't let them, but you never know. Arsenal are these strange sides. I still see them as quite petulant. I think if you get up in their faces, and I think if you have a go at them and you be a bit niggly to them, they are these side that sort of throw their toys out the pram. And, you know, particularly with the pressure of City. I mean, City put huge pressure on them today. Huge pressure. You know, their display yesterday, they were phenomenal yesterday. And to be honest, they went into fifth gear in about 20 minutes, and then they just dropped back and didn't need to do anything else. And that's the mark of a really good side. They won the game at Kante yesterday. I think Leicester will be going down. I think Leicester and Southampton are two going down already. And then it's one of Forest, Everton. I think one of them battle for the last space. And it might be Forest. I think Bournemouth might have done enough now. But there we go. Otiano says minimum of 5 goals for Arsenal today. Let's hope not. Or if there is, there's 6 for West Ham. What are your thoughts, Trimmer, on the rumours that have agreed to? I don't. That to me makes the most logical sense, Trimmer, in terms of Moyes and Sullivan parting ways in the summer. I've been led to believe that he is retiring at the end of the season, and will go spend time with his family. That's what I've heard. Whether it's true or not is what I've heard. And to me, that seems a logical way. I think the trouble is if you bring it in. I mean, look at someone like Dean Smith now. Dean Smith's gone to Leicester. I mean, okay, go to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace got Roy Hodgson in. He clearly is not going to be around for the long term, let alone in the dugout, on this earth. But someone like Dean Smith for them is an appointment to take him back up next season. That's the way I've seen it. It's on a short term, but if it was short term, Moyes was a short term when he first came in from Slav, and we didn't renew his contract, which I thought was a bit of a mistake then, because I think we went back 2 years under Pellegrini, and then went forward to, you know, so it's sort of quite difficult. I think if you brought in, I mean, in terms of who you'd want to bring in, you need to bring in a firefighter at this time. A progressive manager would not want to come to West Ham with 8 games left of the season. So for me, it would be a Sam Allardyce, it would be a Benitez, it would be an old head, and they would want a 3.5 year contract. So you got the same again, all over again. We'll have 3 years' time with whoever would come in. For me, the logical, in terms of moving the club forward, would be Moyes sees out the season. Then in the summer, younger manager comes in, progressive. And I might do a show about it, actually, because me and Anthony did a show on Friday, the Late Late Show, which I got some really nice comments from people, which was really nice, about the players out of contract. I don't think it's a coincidence that all those players are Moyes players who are out of contract, the likes of Soufal, the likes of Cresswell, the likes of Ogbonna, Fabianski. Yeah, these guys are all out of contract in the summer. They're all Moyes players, so I could see something. It can make credence to that in terms of that. Well, let's get some more points. Let's get some more things. Teleme says tomorrow Moyes will leave after Arsenal demolition. It's not leaving, mate. Not to the summer. Arteta a draw at best unless Moyes creates a miracle and changes his approach and enthusiasm. The team incisive attacking gameplay. I wouldn't think it'd be exciting to get a win against this guys. I don't think it'll be an incisive gameplay. I think it's going to be backs to the wall, defend high, press, and just getting Arsenal's faces. That's how he can really play. You can't outpass them. You've just got to frustrate them and do what we used to do. And actually, absorb the pressure and try and nick a goal. But it's when you get those opportunities. The thing is, not this year, but the previous 2 years under Moyes, when we get these opportunities, 9 times out of 10 we've been scoring them. We haven't been scoring them. That's to me is the issue. It's the lack of goals. Morning, Roy. Guys like all you, I'd love to. I've got guys like all you. I'd love to win today, but I can't see it happening. No, that can't see it happening. But I can see it's, maybe a draw, if not not a travesty defeat. That'd be nice. Norwich went to Norwich to bring them up, and didn't go well. He's totally right, but he did well with Villa, didn't he? And Brentford as well. But he did well with Brentford. Irish Tommy, home games Arsenal, Liverpool, and we'd only won twice away all season. It'd be a close thing for us to survive. I think the fact is, I think next week's a must win against Bournemouth. Leeds here. Fancy us against Leeds here. I think Leicester will be down by the time we play them last game of the season. Liverpool, everyone's talking about Liverpool. I'm not worried about Liverpool as much. They're not the side they were. Arsenal, I'm worried about. Man United, possibly. But Man United have got to change the way they play. By the time we play Man United, they may well be out of contention and just going for the Europa League. So they may well rest players. So there's still plenty of games. Those 8 games, there's still plenty of games to play for, that's for sure. Cricket scores TDYN rescue. We'll see. Barry, I'm very well. Hope you're well. After the next 2 games, we may finish Moyes. Possibly. But again, Arthur, I just don't see what they would do, who they'd bring in. The only possible thing I could think of, and I was discussing this internally the other day when we were talking about that, was all we need realistically, is a 2-game bounce. Really, 2 wins will do us. And who could cheer the club, the players, the fans up for 2 games? Mark Noble. A la Trevor Brooking. If Moyes does go, I'd bring in Noble to work alongside Nolan, and that would be not long term at all, but that would be probably enough to keep us up, I reckon. If you need to. Sorry, my glasses keep saying much. Russ, how come you need to get to the ground so early? Because I work here. Hammers Mikey, my advice: stay at home, drown your sorrows. Can't do that, unfortunately. Frederick says only Arsenal they fear, and City can't get excited about today. We'll enjoy a couple of beers for a kick off because they don't expect to win. Yeah, exactly. Agree, 2 wins are what's needed, says Martin, and that's why I can see. Just that's what and so if we do need a bounce, we could get people in to have a bounce. He's such a wanker. Chiefy's such a wanker, really. Love Hammer's chat. I'm glad you love Hammer's chat. I love you. I'm sure you think Gonzo's very sexy, but unfortunately, this is the sexier one. But thank you, Chiefy. You're such a wanker. But yeah, no, I could see that happening. If God forbid anything happened, or put Kevin Keane in a couple of games. That's it. Guaranteed goals at least, something to look at forward to. It's proud to be Geordie. Freeman, have you watched us this season? We're not going to win much away. Haven't been. But you beat Fulham the other day, Tommy. Cheer up, mate. I don't think I go. Palace, no. Bournemouth, I think, I mean, Palace is always a good game when we play Palace. But they're playing very well at the moment, aren't they? Bournemouth, they played well yesterday, that's for sure. I know you work there, but turn your schedule out of interest. Out of interest. Okay, well, I'll be going in about. I'll be starting to walk over there. I go through. We then go through the security, and then I go for a wee because I have to because I'm 40 in my 40s now, so I need to go for a wee very often. And then we go and test all the videos, test all the screen, make sure all the speakers work, and then go for any live stuff, go for the quizzes, and then we have to have then we have the what's the word? Can't think of the word, but then we have to shut everything down for an hour while the stewards do the briefings. And then we get back up, and obviously gates open an hour and a half before kick-off. So that's how it all works. It seems to work against relegation. Played all four. Exactly. And I think actually Everton play most of them as well. So I think Everton's next three are like Leicester and Bournemouth and someone else. And the fact is, it's still not, I mean, look, it's still in our hands, isn't it? Hammers Mikey says, do you reckon Souček will be bringing Moyes' morning coffee in their Premier rooms? It does seem it. I think you'll definitely see him today. Morning, Ralph. Dreading it today, especially Bournemouth winning. I see 3-0, hopefully no more. Yeah, particularly after the Newcastle game. I think there's renewed pessimism because of that, and that's the trouble for me. But I don't know how to respond to that. So he doesn't have to respond to that. Kieran, good day to your sport. Put another shrimp on the barbie, my friend. Hope you are well. Nice to hear from you, man. So we've got a few predictions. We've got who's that? Ralph's. He's gone 3-0 Arsenal. What are your predictions for today? I'm sure we'll do it later, but there we go. Irish Tommy, bit of positivity. Oh, let's put it up quick. Irish Tommy being positive. I think we'll survive, but it'll be 16. Yeah, well, I think we'll pretty much finish where we're finishing now. I reckon we finish 15th. And if we finish 15th, and fuck it, 15th with a bloody European title, that would be lovely. That'd be lovely. GP, I get confused with Irish Tommy being here. Is it Hammers Chat or West Ham Network? Irish is on West Ham Network more, but I know what you mean. But he's just so lovable. Everyone wants him. Everyone wants his positive vibes. That's it, isn't it, Irish? What we got here? Dinesh Dish. Zanussi Dish has gone for 2-0 Arsenal. Mad Titan's gone with hopefully the players ignore Moyes' instructions to go at the team. Martin says number of goals conceded is an issue today. Good shout. Yeah, we still have, over our rivals, there is still some, we do have a better goal advantage. Mikey's gone 4-1. Bowen will score our standard protocol penalty we usually get. Mark Thomas has gone for a 2-1 Irons win. Mark's been on the booze tonight. He's still pissed from the night before. But I admire your optimism. I'm going for a draw. GP Irish Tommy says me and Gonzo appear on each other's shows every once in a while to help each other out. You see, it's all lovely. It's all lovely. I'll be watching with the missus. She's an Arsenal fan, so I'll go for a draw. Don't want any arguments. Yeah, I would take a draw. Arsenal's gone for 1-1 as well. I think a draw will be a fantastic result here. Absolutely fantastic result if we can get it. As you said, it's very much doom and gloom today. But I think if we can walk away with a draw, I think we've done really well there. Lucky draw, I don't really care, and I've spoken about it before, and I know I was just to Nick yesterday, Clayton Booth. He's not criticised what I said, but at the moment for me, it's about picking up points. It's not about the performance, and unfortunately, we've got to that stage now. What we got here? Muddy's gone for 2-0. Martin's gone for lost 3-1. Now, don't be silly. We want 3 points. Yeah, we do want 3 points, Barry. We'd love 3 points, but I just can't see it happening today. I'll give your left arm for a draw, mates, as well. Don't, because I'm left-handed, and I do a lot of stuff with my left hand. Or maybe a little bit more if you hear what people call me. But no, I think if we come out of this with a draw, I think we've done very, very well. As I said, we've got 9 games left. Granted, one of those games is against City in terms of our game in hand. But yeah, I'm sorry. Thanks to us and for filling. My pleasure, Irish. It was a very good show. I know you caught the tail end of it. I came away really sort of like cleansed. It was quite a good show. I had comments such as Nick Killington, Clown Blue, saying it's the best show he's ever heard. So there we go. Put that on the poster. If you want to go back and check that out, guys, we did a live show on Friday, the Late Late Show, not with Irish Tommy, but with Russ and Anton for 1 week only. And it was about all the players leaving, potentially, the mass exodus that is West Ham Lane. Could be cricket sources, Rob. Strange things have happened. And that's the thing. That is exactly the thing, Rob. It's that stranger things have happened. That's the glimmer of hope of me being a West Ham fan. These things happen all the time with us. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes, I'm not saying it's going to stay. Sometimes when the chips are down, these things happen. There are good performances in the team all season. Moyes hasn't been able to get them. Yeah, kind of. I just think it's a bit of a clusterfuck this season, to be honest. Dean Hodges has gone for 9-0-1 an incoming Moyes masterclass and a 4-0 loss up there. Barry says we need Anthony to activate beast mode, and Rice step up, show some £100 million. Well, if you're led to believe this one, this is Rice's destination in the summer. Would he want to show how much they should need him for the summer, or does he roll over so Arsenal can win the title, so he'll be in the playing Champions League next year? I love a conspiracy theory. Irish, the one I told I do it. It's the best one ever. Yeah, it was quite funny. I just thought, but it was a good show. We've got here, I think your name, realistically, Russ and Anton have their egos tickled since thinking their big YouTube stuff. Well, all these fine donations of £2, GP, that's what does it. Just goes to our lavish lifestyle. Strange thing happens, but only on Netflix. Very good. We're too predictable. We are too predictable. But sometimes, I'm just harking back to, as I said, we've been predictable for the last 3 years. And occasionally, there's those times where for some reason, it works. And actually, a Moyes 9-0-1 formation may really frustrate Arsenal. It may do. And if Moyes starts, and if Antonio starts knocking some defenders over and being beast Antonio, if Paqueta sticks his toe in and trips up a few players, if Rice is a bit nasty with his tackles, I imagine Souček will be playing. So if Souček comes in and ruffles a few feathers, Sue Fowl on the right against their left, a bit something like Martinelli, little kick out, little flick from him. Things can happen. And that's why I'm always a West Ham fan, because even games like this, where we're all predicting a cricket score, sometimes they turn up. And I'm hoping it's once. But there we go. GP says, if Moyes parks the bus and we win, is that okay? For where we're at the moment, yes. As a tactic forever, no. But for where we are, yes. it would be a freak result, and it's a result which could, which would pretty much, I think with the games left in hand, would see us safe, because then we've got to pick up, another win out of 8 rather, which I could see us doing, but then maybe another draw. So for some fans, no, because the style of football is boring. But we've got ourselves in a position where it's, at the moment, I think it's regarded. The style of football needs to go. It's not. It's secondary. It's about getting the points. So as we go down, that's cataclysmic, I think, for this club. So it's imperative we get something out of the game. And if it means parking the bus, it means parking the bus. But it's a tactic which, there we go. It's always this bit. It's always when I get to about D, it always does it. We're never going to be easy under the eye. In our situation, we'll get the points, keep our head above water, Irish Tommy, and that's perfect. That's a perfect end to the show. As I said, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. When you get the option, click all in terms of notifications, and you get aware of everything we do. We have Mr. Irish Tommy in the chat, Mr. Positive Irish Tommy, and Anton doing the match day live and the build up and that type of stuff. So that'd be good. Then there's 17% lowest position since Opta. Can we beat that? Oh, I'm sure we'll have a good try today, Salusi, that's for sure. As I said, keep an eye on the channel after that. We'll have the review show, probably the ratings tomorrow, and then we get ready for the game here. And there'll probably be a special announcement show on Tuesday. Keep an eye out for that as well. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you Irons. And let's hope it's not a cricket score today. Take care. Bye-bye.